I also want the same. All right, I also want the same. So I have no problem to use English the whole time. All right, it's just that I have been required to use some Spanish. But if you like English all the time, I'm with you guys. I'm with you, no problem. So let's begin. Let's begin. Share my screen, right? We go. Guys, first of all, we're going to check and revise very quickly what we did last class, last Tuesday. Hi, Luis Carlos, good evening. Happy to see you in class. I'm happy to see you, everybody in class, guys. Oh, and thanks for being so punctual. You are at 7 o'clock sharp in class. Wilmer, Victoria, Sandra, Maria, Luis Carlos, Lilian, Lady, Karina, Jessica, Kathy, Carlos, and Anthony. I think Anthony is not a student. I'm sorry. Anthony is not a student. All right. So guys, last class, we saw two important points, two important learning outcomes. First, we talked about the benefits of ICT and some downsides, the positives, the pros, and the cons. We talked about that last class. We also talked about digital competence. And we saw this model of digital competence. This is a model that we saw last class, right? That is called the DCOM Edu model. It's a framework. And this model distinguishes 22 competences. Also, last class, we said that the development of the competences go in levels, in stages, just like English, just like our English level improves, right? We start in basic in English in A1, and then we end up in C2, proficient English level. The same happens with our digital competence, right? We start with awareness and we finish with innovation, which is the top level. Also, we talked about integration of ICTs in our courses. We saw 4 models, but we just focused on one of the models. Do you remember which one?
The summer model.
Summer model.
Yes, the summer model was our focus. And that was the homework about us, right? The summer model. We saw some examples of how we can use the summer model and the importance of using or reflecting on our integration of, right? Because when we use technology, digital tools in our classes, we have to reflect. How am I using this technology, right? What is the purpose? What is the objective? Am I just using it as substitution and augmentation all the time? Or I am also using technology for modification and redefinition. And some of you did homework. I remember you had a homework task, right? And I checked the students who did it. Thank you. Some students presented the homework. Here I can see, I can show you, right? The homework was presented by 7 students. 7 students presented the homework. Guys, remember that the homework has to be sent here, not as a comment, not in comments here, right? In this part, you have to send homework. So now, guys, in order to remember all this class, session 1, we are going to do a quizzes. All right? It's a quiz time. I want to see how much you remember. So I'm going to pass you the link of these quizzes so we can practice. Okay, these questions are about last class, about session 1. So do you have good memory, guys? Do you remember? Yes, teacher. No, teacher. Let's see. Okay, that's the link. I just sent the link in the chat. Yep. Did you see the link, guys? Can you join, please? And I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna wait for students to join the quizzes. For students who are just joining, I am sending the link. In the chat, all right? Because we are going to remember the topics we studied last class. Okay, I have one already. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna wait for more students. I'm gonna wait for more students. Thank you, Luis Carlos. He's the first. Come on, guys. Okay, I have 2 students now. Great. Thank you, Sandra. Minimum 10 students, huh? I cannot have fewer than 10. I want to wait for more. There are 25 students connected. Come on, guys. Join the quizzes. To practice, this is to practice last class topic about digital competence, about DICCOM Edu, about... Okay, Erica, thank you. And
can we start? Not yet.
Not yet, because I need more students, honey. But
Okay.
Luis Carlos Lopez, you are
Yes.
Luis Carlos. This is you.
Yes, Carlos Lopez.
But I don't see you connected in the quizzes. I don't see you. I see Luis Carlos, Sandra, Erika, Marian Gonzalez, and Elias. No Carlos Lopez.
Is Carlos Lopez empezar?
In the list here, I don't see you.
No.
I don't see you.
Yeah.
No, honey, I don't see you. I only see 5 students.
I'm going to enter again.
Yes, please. Because I only see 5 students, no more. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. I only have 5 students, no more. Minimum 10, please. Minimum 10 students, please. What about Jessica? Oh, Vicky, thank you. What about Jessica? What about Lilian? What about Victoria? Okay, Lady. Okay, now I have more students. Patricia, Kathy, Maria. All right, yay, yay. I have now 9 students. One more and we are 10.
What about, please, I need a quiz page.
I don't see you, honey. The link is in the chat.
Yes, I entered using the link.
Yes.
Yeah.
You click on the link and put your name.
Yeah, it's my name.
Put your name. I don't see you.
Oh, what? Maybe it's a problem. That's why I asked you if I can start.
Because you start when I click here. I click the purple button and you start. I need to click here.
Teacher,
Yeah.
hello, good evening. This is the same case for me. I can enter. I don't know what happened.
Oh, what about
I
Sam?
started click, but no, nothing happens.
Click what, honey? What do you click? Where do you click?
So to the link.
The link. But look, Maria Quispe just enter normally. Maybe you have to copy the link and paste here a part on a new here. Yvonne enter normally too. You see? Maybe you have to open a new tab and copy paste the link.
Okay, I'm gonna try it again.
Yes, please. Thank you. You see, Yvonne entered normally, Lillian entered normally, Sandra, Luis. Try copy the link, paste it in a new tab. Wilmer entered normally. This is the link. It's in the chat. Ah, the link for the classroom, Patricia. I think that is another person. This is the link for the quizzes. For the classroom, there's another person in charge of that. Okay, guys, I have 13 students. So now we can start, all right? 1, 2, 3. Go. Wait, where's the question? 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes, guys. Two more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. One minute, guys. 1 minute. Guys, 1 extra minute and we finish. Come on, come on. Go to question number 10, the last one. All right, guys, the time. Guys, the time is about to finish. Thank you, Ivancita. You were very fast. That's great. Yeah, good. And you have very good points. Uh-huh. Yeah, no worries. No worries. The mistakes, no problem. Guys, I am going to stop the quiz. You can see here the leaderboard, and here we can see the questions, okay? I want to stop it now. I'm going to stop it. Please, please. I'm sorry. Ta-da. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, Jenny. I'm going to pause it. Oh my God, what's this? Okay. Well, guys, you can see in the leaderboard that with 7,910 points, Annalie is in the first position of the ranking. Bravo, Annalie. Great. In second position with 7,470 points, we have Maria. Bravo, Maria. Excellent. Then we have Vicky with 5,940, Yvonne with 5,640, and Carlos Inca with 4,390. So these are the first five, the top five positions. Claps, please, for them. Claps for everybody. Everybody, please, claps. Excellent. In the chat, you can clap too. Yes. Thank you, Anzita. But everybody try to answer well, guys. And thank you so much to everyone who joined and answered some of the questions. Let's check the first one. What's the answer, guys? This is not a reason to use ICTs. Not a reason. Who remembers the right answer?
Students have to learn at home.
Yes, the students have to learn at home. This is not a reason to use ICTs, right? Like, this is in negative, not a reason. Thank you. What about the next? This is a disadvantage of the use of ICTs. A disadvantage, something negative. Which one is the answer? This is A, B, C, or D?
Some educators lack training.
Yes, letter D. Excellent. Some educators lack training. Thank you. What does it mean to be digital competent? A, B, C, or D?
I think A.
That's right. Yes, it's A. To use digital technologies critically and creatively. Critically means we have to think, right? Reflect. Good. The DCOM Edu framework has areas and 22 competences.
B.
Remember how many?
B.
B.
B, right. It has 6. Excellent. 5. There are levels of expertise in the DCOM Edu progression model.
Also 6.
Also 6. Right. A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Right. 6, that provides some context for assessing the quality of the technology tasks that we integrate into learning.
Summer model.
The summer model, right. 7, the summer model provides a framework with 4 different stages.
True.
True.
True, it was definitely true. Okay, 14 students answered correctly. Happy for that. 8, which is an example of substitution in the summer model? A, B, C, or D?
C.
C?
C.
Substitute, right? We just substitute. So we ask our students to use a Word document instead of paper. Yes, we just substitute technology. 9, this is true about the redefinition stage in the summer model. Redefinition is the top.
Is A.
A, right. A, tech allows for creation of new tasks previously inconceivable. And finally, number 10. True or false, guys? What is the objective of integration models? Is to learn as many digital tools as we can and use them every single class?
False.
False. That's not the ultimate objective, right? That's false. Exactly. Bravo, guys. Thank you. So this was to remember last session, right? Now I'm going to stop it, right? I'm going to stop these quizzes. Stop it. And now we're going to go, this was lesson 1. Now, lesson 2. We start with lesson 2 after this review. We have just practiced, reviewed. Today, we want to understand some main functions of two digital tools, WordWall and live worksheets, and to create an activity according to our students' necessities. Guys, I sent you a message and asked you to create your accounts, to create your account for WordWall and for live worksheets. Did you create your accounts?
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, in that case, you're going to observe and then you create your account. Yes, Yvonne said, great. All right, guys, so last class we talked about the summer model and how some of the activities that we create are normally in this level, in this part, right? If we observe this pyramid, you may remember this pyramid. Do you remember this pyramid? The name of it, guys? It's super famous for teachers.
The Bloom's pyramid.
Yes, Carlitos, it is like this. Very good. This is Bloom's taxonomy. This is Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive skills, thinking skills. Bloom said that our cognitive skills are divided in two levels, right? We have this level, this apply, understand, and remember, and this is considered lower order thinking skills, okay? The first three that says apply, understand, and remember are considered lower order thinking skills. And in the summer model, they compare the summer model, the first level of the summer model, also with these first levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So sometimes we as teachers create activities, but these activities are normally just developing lower order thinking skills. But we are not really going to the other part, the higher order thinking skills. Here we have analyze, evaluate, and create. And the summer model also focuses on these three. Like when we talk about redefinition, modification, is to use technology to develop these higher order thinking skills, right? Analyze, evaluate, and create. Now, we're going to see some typical exercises we do in class when we have or when we develop lower order thinking skills. For example, here, these exercises. Selecting, identifying, they are normally just to remember. Sorting or matching, normally to understand. And ranking and sequencing could be for applying. We're going to see some examples, and then we're going to see that WordWall and Live Worksheet are these two tools that help us develop these lower order thinking skills. First, identifying. Identifying, it's, well, when you ask your students to find the vocabulary. For example, here, right? The students see a text, and you ask them to count the numbers, find 4 words, find 5 phrasal verbs, find 8 comparatives, underlines, or circle, or read and then ask these questions or find these words. So all of these kinds of exercises of finding, underlying, and circling are identifying activities. And it's a lower order thinking skills. It's a passive exercise. Yes? It's receptive and it's passive. Students are not producing anything really, right? They're just receptive there, right? Receptive. Other exercise is this, for example, text, and you ask them, list all the clothes. Raise your hand when you hear, right? Put these items in order. Tick the items that you hear. List for close words and writing, right? Other typical exercises for identifying. It can also be for listening. right? Reading or for listening. This is like a game, right? Maybe you know this game. And you ask students to find the words, right? Find the words. It's another way of identifying. Still a passive activity, receptive, right? Still receptive. Then we go to selecting. Selecting is a little bit maybe more difficult than identifying because here students have to think a little more. Tasks are cognitively more complex than identification tasks, okay? These tasks, since they involve both recognizing words and making choices amongst them. A typical example is this. Choose the odd one out in each group. That's when you ask your students to select the odd one out. Here they have to think a bit more. Which one is the wrong in the list? And maybe you'd ask them to tell you why. If you ask them to tell you why and to expand the activity, now the activity is a little more productive. Now, in this kind of activity, there is not really a right answer necessarily. What is important is that learners are able to justify their choice, whatever their answer. It is a cognitive work that counts, not really getting the right answer. Yes. Something important is the more your students think about something, the better they will learn. Because if it's too easy, easy comes, easy goes. Right? You remember that phrase in English, right? Easy comes, easy goes. So if the activity is too easy, the students forget. The next day, they forget everything. Cognitive work, mental work is necessary. That's difficult, a level of difficulty. Here we have another example of selecting from books. Oh, this is from books. Here we have another, we have to select. Select, select, select. And here we have another example of selecting. From this list, they have to select a red word, right? Different examples. Yes, Ivancita, if it's too easy, it's not memorable because easy comes, easy goes, right? All right, so this is selecting, a little bit more difficult than identifying, right? And here we have another selection. Yeah, selecting works very well with vocabulary, right? With vocabulary. Selection. Now, we continue and we go a little more difficult now. That is matching, when the students have to match. Matching activities work very well with collocations. For example, here we have collocations, right? The verbs that collocate the nouns. So this is not so easy for students. They have to think a bit more because first involves recognizing words and then they have to pair them. Yes, for example, here we have, they can pair visual representations, synonyms, antonyms, definitions, or a collocate. And this is the example of collocation. This kind of activity makes your students think a bit more. They have to think a bit more, right? So remember, no pain, no gain. You know that phrase? People that go to the gym. No pain, no gain. If it's difficult, a little difficult, students will learn more. If it's too easy, students will forget. So we have to vary the level of difficulty of our activities. So our activities cannot be so easy all the time, right? Have to vary, we have to vary. Oh, well, this video is not necessary. Okay. Now, after matching, we have sorting. Now, sorting is a little more difficult too. These are activities that require learners to sort words into categories. The categories can either be given or guessed. When you ask your students to categorize, the students have to think more. In this example, the book gives the categories. 5 adjectives to describe how food is cooked, category 1. And these adjectives to describe taste, category 2. Right? So students have to think and categorize, sort. Here we have to sort the adjectives, positive and negative. So again, students have to think a bit more here and categorize. In these exercises, the book is giving the categories. But if you want to make it a little more difficult, you ask your students to categorize themselves. This is for more advanced levels. You give them words and you tell students, categorize this in 3 groups. Teacher, but how can I categorize? Groups of what? You decide. You decide how you're going to categorize this. You categorize them in nouns or in adjective and in verbs, or you can categorize them in things that we use for tennis, things that we use for golf, things that we use for hockey. You decide. So this is making the exercise a bit harder. They have to think more here. And this is for advanced or intermediate levels. This is sorting. Now, a bit harder, other kind of exercise, ranking and sequencing. Ranking and sequencing. In this kind of exercises, these activities require learners to put the words in some kind of order. In the previous ones, students had to categorize. Here, students have to organize in an order. This may involve arranging the words on a line. For example, adverbs of frequency, or learners may be asked to rank items according to reference. They have to rank, they have to sequence, organize. Look at this task. Maybe, I don't know if anyone wants to help me read. Maybe anyone wants to help me read and participate? Yes? You can read? Who is Carlitos?
Yes.
Carlitos, thank you. Can you read, please?
Imagine you have just moved into a completely empty flat. You can afford to buy 1 piece of furniture a week. Put the following items in the order in which you could buy them. Yeah, these are the words. Fridge, bed, desk, dining table, sofa, wardrobe, chair, dishwasher, bookcase, cooker, washing machine, chest of drawers. The other is now compare your list with another student and explain your order. If you were sharing the flat together, would you agree? If not, make a new list that you both agree about.
Excellent, Carlitos. Thank you. Thank you so much. So guys, you see that this activity is a bit harder, right? They have to think about this imaginary situation and they have to organize these things in order of importance. So for example, guys, if you have to choose number 1, which one you think is the most important item? You can tell me the chat of all of these items. Which one do you think? The cooker.
Yeah.
Okay. The cooker. Sandrita says, bed, teacher. I bet I have to sleep on something. The cooker too. Okay, the washing machine, Maria Paula, the Washington machine. The most important is the washing machine, really? All right, you see, people have different opinions. So this activity, the dining room, the cooker to cook, right? We have to eat, cooker, everybody. Okay, many people say cooker, cooker, cooker. Right, Bon. You could sleep on the floor, but we cannot stop eating. Yeah, of course. We don't live without food. Yeah, guys. Excellent. So you see, this activity is a bit harder, and something very good about this activity is that when the students compare, they have to speak. And if this activity makes a receptive, passive activity into something more productive, more dynamic, more active, right? That's why this activity is a bit harder than the others, than the previous ones. Here we have another example. This can be adapted to any level, for example, from intermediate to advanced. And again, they have to rank the types of skill and knowledge for their usefulness in everyday life. A, this is the first rank. B, in terms of the value of qualifications that might be gained through acquiring such knowledge. And again, you can ask your students to compare. So we made a passive activity into more dynamic. Because remember, no pain. What's the continuation, guys? No pain. No.
No gain.
No gain. Right, Carlitos. Carlitos is super active, huh? Participating a lot. Everybody, guys. Everybody, please. In the chat too. I have some students participating in the chat too. Great. So, no pain, no gain, remember. Here we have another activity. Maybe Carlitos, you want to help me read again?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Thank you.
Ordering items chronologically is another way of getting students to make judgments about words. Put the following words in the order in which they typically happen in your country. The words graduate, get married, be born, get divorced, get engaged, die, retire, leave home, have children, remarry, start school.
Thank you. All right, guys. So, like very quickly, let's do it. Okay, like if we were students, which of these happens first in our country and everywhere? First, we are born. Yes. And next?
Start school.
Start school, right. And next?
Graduate.
Graduate, probably.
Graduate. Oh, so is Magnolia. Magnolia is talking too. Thank you. Next.
Oh, yeah. ¿Qué ya está afuera?
Oh, Rosario, your microphone, please.
Maybe get
Rosario.
married. No, get engaged.
Get engaged.
Get engaged. Okay.
Engaged.
Next.
Girls, get married.
Get married.
Get married. And next.
No, but before I think it's leave home.
Leave home. Children.
Or after.
Ah, before.
After that, leave home.
Before. So leave home is number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. Leave home is number 4.
But in our reality, in Peru is later, maybe.
It says in your country, huh? And our country is Peru, huh? So don't tell me that.
We first get engaged, get married.
Get married.
We leave home.
And maybe we leave home.
Yeah.
So in Peru, tell me Peru reality, like the general reality in our country. First, we get married. No, first we get engaged. And then
get married.
We get married. And then
probably leave home.
Leave home.
Probably leave home if we have the money to leave home.
Get children.
Have children.
And then we have children.
Have children.
And then
Get divorced.
Get divorced.
And then
Retire.
Remarry.
No, remarry.
retire,
Remarry.
Remarry.
remarry,
Then retire.
Retire.
retire, and then
Die.
we
Finally die.
finally die. That's, I think that's an ideal order, right? Because sometimes the order changes, like sometimes we have children and then we get married. Or we have children and then we get
Yeah.
That
Yes,
happens.
sometimes that happens. Yes. Gotcha. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Catherine says people have children before they get engaged. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. So this kind of activity it's really productive. Students can put in order and then they can talk, right, about their sequence or their ranking. So an activity that is passive becomes more active, more dynamic if you ask them to compare, but you have to ask them, compare your answers, etc., right? And here we have one more example of another ranking and sequencing activity. Like you ask them to, any sequence of activities from starting to buy a car or buying a home lends itself to the same treatment, right? There are many, many examples of that. All right, guys. So before we go to word wall, let's remember that these activities that we have seen are mostly lower thinking skills here in this part, right? We can make them more productive depending on the follow-up activity. But remember that the objective is that students in the end have to create, they have to analyze, they have to evaluate. So these activities are good, they are really good, but we cannot do this every single class all the time, right? Because if all the time students are doing this, they are not gonna develop the higher order thinking skills that they need to learn a language or to actually learn anything, because this is for anything, not just for English, right? It works for any kind of content we need to learn. So this website, WordWall, that you know is super famous, WordWall is super, super famous, right? Creates different activities, but most of the activities that this WordWall tool creates are for lower order thinking skills. Some advantages for WordWall. Who can help me read now? Who wants to help me read now? Nobody? Nobody wants to help me read?
Me.
Catherine, thank you, honey.
Advantages. Number one, user experience. It is intuitive and easy to use. Number two, variety of templates. We can develop receptive skills and some productive skills, such as writing. Number three, keep track of a student's progress. We can share it and see our students' final results. Number four, support among teachers. We can share our creations with colleagues around the world.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you so much. Yeah, these are some of the advantages. Of course, WordWall has other advantages, right? But let's remember that WordWall, we can develop receptive skills. Most of the activities that we create there are receptive, not productive. Some productive skills maybe could be writing. There are some exercises where students can write a word, right? Mostly just one word, but most of them are receptive. Something good about WordWall is that when you create something, you can share it. You can even sometimes use other teachers' activities and you never create yours. You can always be using other teachers' activities. That's something really good about WordWall. There are many, many, many. Some disadvantages. Catherine, please, can you help me read again?
Okay, disadvantages. Number one, pricing limitations. We can only have 5 free creations. Number two, focus on skills, mainly for receptive skills and lower thinking skills.
Thank you. Well, it's not. It used to be 5, but now it's 4. Now you can only create 4. No, a disadvantage of WordWall that is that if you want to create your own activities, not take other teachers, but your own, you can only, for free, you can only have 4. They don't, and even if you eliminate those 4 and want to create new ones, they don't let you do it.
Excuse me.
Yes, honey.
How long, talking about time, how long are you limited for it to create?
How long? Sorry, honey. Repeat, please. How
So
long?
you can create only four worksheets, but
Mhm.
in a month, well, I think in a month or in the whole year
Well,
or in a day.
I created with my account 4, and they stay there all the time. All the time. All the
Oh.
year. All the time. They never disappear. Never. They stay.
Okay, but can you create another after a month?
In that account, if you don't pay, no, you cannot.
Okay, so just
Yes.
for creation,
For free. For
Okay.
free. Yes. What I did is I created another account. So I have 2 accounts on WordWall with 2 different mails, with 2 different emails.
That is good. That is good.
That is something, if we want to pay, we cannot pay it. You can create different accounts with different emails, and then you create 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. That would be a solution. And the focus on skills is a disadvantage. As I said before, it's mainly for receptive, for games, like identifying, maybe matching, but they are mostly lower order thinking skills, right? There is not much room for students to create or to produce. Students don't really produce there with WordWall. They are mostly receptive, right? This is another disadvantage. So today with WordWall, we're going to do some searching of activities. We're going to create some activities, share them, and checking results, right? Checking some results. There is a tutorial, guys, I posted for you because sometimes in class, we don't have time to cover every little detail of WordWall. WordWall has a lot of little things. We don't have the time to do everything in class. And if in class something is incomplete, maybe we didn't have the time, you can see this tutorial, this teacher, Russell, this is a Russell Stannard teacher. He's a very famous English teacher. I don't know, maybe you know him. He has lots of tutorials for many things. So you can continue after class watching his tutorial, right? The other one that we're gonna see today is live worksheets. Did you have your account?
Excuse me,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Is it possible to download your presentation? It's in the classroom, no? Yeah. Is it possible to download?
It's not really possible because it's a link.
Yes.
This presentation is a link, and Genially, unfortunately, Genially doesn't have the download option. So what you can do is get screenshots, like screenshots.
Yeah, we can screenshot, but we don't have your voice. It's just to the screen.
You mean my voice?
Of course. Well, if I download, I don't have. But well, we have this presentation in the classroom.
Yes.
Is it going to be open all the time?
Yes, the video of the class, the video
Yeah, yes, of
recording.
course.
Yes, the video recording is
The
in the
classroom.
classroom. It's going to be there. They pass it on YouTube,
Okay.
actually. Yes, it stays there forever. Yes, don't
Okay.
worry. Don't worry. Yes, Ivoncita says WordWall is a friendly tool. Yes, it's friendly. It's actually visual, really visual. It has sound and lots of colors and templates. Live worksheets is also good. I really like live worksheets because you can make your paper worksheet. Remember in the past, we used paper for everything. Now we have PDF, and the PDF can become more active, more dynamic, more interactive with live worksheets. So I really like that this tool because it has like more options. We can do more things with live worksheets. We can add audio, video. Yeah, it has many more options. So here we have some advantages. Who wants to read now? Catherine and Carlitos have already read. Kath and Carlos. Anybody wants to read now? Help me read.
Yes, please.
Rolando, hi, honey. Please, go
Hi,
ahead.
good evening. Advantages. Number one, user experience. It is intuitive and easy to use. Number two, variety of templates. We can develop receptive skills, listening, and some productive skills such as writing. Number three, keep track of students' progress. We can share it and see our students' final result. Number four, support among teachers. We can share our creations with colleagues around the world. Number five, personal free account. It has many more features than other apps or websites. Thank you.
Rolando. Thank you. Don't go yet, honey, because you have to continue reading the next part too. All right?
Sure. Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah, as I said, live worksheets has more options for listening. You can do more listening activities there because it supports audio and video, something that Wordwall doesn't really have. And you can also do writing there, more writing. Here, students can write sentences, complete sentences, not just words, right? It also depends on your PDF, on your worksheet, because here for live worksheets, you need to have your own worksheet, right? You need to have your own PDF. Also, there are lots of worksheets already created by other teachers that you can use. That's something really good. And the personal free account has a lot of things. You can do many worksheets with a personal free account. You have more options here than in Wordwall. Disadvantages to some disadvantages because there's nothing perfect. Rolando, please go ahead.
Sure. Disadvantages. One, pricing limitations. We can only have 30 worksheets for creations. Number two, mainly for evaluations or tests.
Thank you. Yeah, we have only 30, but 30, guys, 30 is many more. Yes, many more activities than only 4. Like Wordwall, we just have 4. Right here, we have 30. So I think it's a greater number. It's much better. And yes, we can use a lot of live worksheets, especially for evaluations and tests. It's not really for, we don't have much room for production here. But yeah, it still is very, very useful. So today, the same as Wordwall, we're going to see some researching worksheets, creating, sharing, and checking results. Oh, the conclusions later. So guys, I have Wordwall open here. As I told you before, I have 2 different accounts because I already used 4. Look, if I log out and I want to log in, I can log in with Google. I have an account with Google. And I already have 4. You see, I already created my 4 activities here. And when I click on create activity, I cannot. Boo. It says you have used 4 of your 4 resources. And I have had these activities for a long time. Yes, for a long, long time, they are there and they don't disappear. They're still there. But if I want to create more, I have to pay. So I created another account with another email. This one. This is my other account. Yes, Ivoncita, you can modify them. You can modify them, but they will still be. You cannot, I mean, if you eliminate, for example, I'm going to show you. If you eliminate them, here you see that there is nothing. It says my activities, nothing. Because I had here 2 activities, but I eliminated them to create new ones. However, when I click on create activity, they tell me that I have already used 2 of them, 2 out of 4. So even though when I eliminated them, they still consider that I created activities. Bummer. So you can like modify the ones you have. Yes, they cannot be tricked. Yes. So you can modify the ones that you have, but if you eliminate, even if you eliminate them, they will still consider that you already created activities. So you need to pay if you want to create more. So that's the disadvantage of WordWall, unfortunately. Now, if you, for example, if you see here, WordWall has lots of activities, mostly games. Activities they have sound, they are very visual. Some of them are gamified because they're like games. And if you pay, there are pro templates that they can just be active if you have the pay account. Also, if you pay, you can download, you create a quiz, you can download the quiz as a PDF, right? So the pay option, of course, has many more benefits than the free one that I have, right? Now, sometimes also you can use activities that other teachers created. If you don't want to use yours or you don't have the time to create, you can use other from the communities. There's a community. You can just search online and you will find lots of free WordWall activities made or done by other teachers that you can use freely, no problem. Now, let's imagine that, guys, that we want to teach this vocabulary. You see? What's the vocabulary?
Make and do.
Make and do, right. Imagine that you have a class of make and do and you want to teach your students this. So for this class, you want to use WordWall. So we go to WordWall now with make and do. Let's go to WordWall and I'm going to click on create an activity. Now, I only have 2 more options, guys. I can only create 2 more activities, no more. So what kind of activities do you think we can create? We can make a quiz, match up, spin the wheel. Let's remember that we can create this kind of activities with WordWall, right? This kind. The lower order thinking skills. So you're gonna tell me some ideas, guys. What? Make and do and make. What activities can happen? For example, in spin the wheel, we can use spin the wheel to have a conversation with our students, and we can make a passive activity more active, right? This is a spin the wheel. We can create one spin the wheel activity or match, but match with make and do wouldn't be so wise to do because it's make, and do. So how are they really going to match? So I think a quiz is a very good idea. What do you think, guys? We create a quiz? Yes?
Okay.
Yes,
All
please.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so let's create a quiz. So this is the quiz of make versus do. So I have here, of course, on ChatGPT. Do you have ChatGPT account?
Yes.
Yes, of course. Of course. No, Ivancita, why not? Now
Yes.
everybody should have a ChatGPT account, guys. ChatGPT is very useful. It helps me a lot. It helps teachers a lot. So here I have the collocations and I asked ChatGPT to create some questions. But we are not going to use these questions. We're going to use just the collocations. Make a suggestion. So we go to the quiz and we are going to put like this. A suggestion. Now, if I want to add some pronunciation, I can click here on this microphone. I can generate the sound.
A suggestion.
Okay, let's take a suggestion. I can also add a picture, but it's not necessary. Now, we have two options, right? Make or do. The right answer is make. And also here we can add audio, generate.
Make. Do.
Also, you can add pictures. The good thing about WordWall is that the pictures are there. Yes, they have pictures already. And if you don't like them, you can upload them. So I think that's really useful. Okay, so that would be my first question. Let's see another question. Question number 2. What is the next one? Let's see. It says make a suggestion. Now let's put one with do, okay? My best, this one.
Do my best.
Sorry? Okay, my best, and we continue. Again, we generate a sound.
My best.
And again, we put the 2 options. So this quiz is going to be very easy. And generate the sound and generate the sound. Right? Quizzes, only
Make.
not all the activities have the option for sounds, right? The quizzes, yes, they have options for sounds. Okay. I'm just gonna do, guys, 4, okay? 4 of them, or 5, but not all of them, because that will take a long time. Let's see now business, okay? Business. Okay, Ivancita, yes. But that's not in the list of the book, I think. We generate.
Business.
And again, we put the options. And we generate.
Do.
And we generate.
Make.
One more. Number 4. Let's see another one, a difficult one. Progress. Okay, this one. Okay. Again, generate.
A lot of progress.
And we have make, and we have do.
Please, excuse me.
Yes, honey.
The voice, are you recording your voice or it's generated in the platform?
Yeah, it's generated.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something good.
Make.
It generates itself, you see?
Do.
I don't have to. Yeah, okay, yeah, with this, it's okay. So I'm gonna use one of my options that I have to create this activity. So I'm gonna click done. Okay, here I have my quiz, right? Now, if you can see, there are here some visual styles that you can use. So that's something good about WordWall, that it's really visual. You can add different templates. So I think that young students, young children would really love it because you can add different templates, different backgrounds. So that makes it more attractive to the eye, right? More attractive. You see, even comics now. You see, that's very, very interesting. There are also here some other options to set. You want letters or none, show answers if you want them to shuffle. Lives unlimited. Yes, you can set here other options. And then you can share these with your students. Now, let's share it. I want to share it with you. I want to share it in the chat, okay? There you go. Can you enter? Yes? Can you enter the quiz, guys? Did you enter? Guys?
I'm entering.
Thank you. Oh, yes, I can
Yes,
see here.
yes.
I can see here that 5 students, you see? I put my activities and I see that 5 students have clicked it. But now there's something I didn't do, guys. I didn't require this activity to be a, wait. To be a task, because I want to see, oh, I don't find the option here. I don't find the option here. I can see that there are 5 students here that have clicked on it. But yes, that's what I want to do. Yeah, it's not asking for name and I want it to ask for names. This is supposed to be here. Rename, share, no. You have to set it as an assignment. Here, yes. If I set it as an assignment and I put enter name, then okay. Now you will enter your names. Okay, so I want to share it again. I want to share it again. And now you can enter your names. Can you click again, please? And now it will require name. Can you confirm? Yes, I click here and click share, set as assignment. And now it should require your name. Does it require? Yes, Andrita. Can you please play it, guys, to see if I can see your names, please? Can you play just 4 questions? I'm gonna wait for you, okay? Because I wanna see the answers. 2 minutes, it's super, super easy. So are you playing now? Yes? Dawn, thank you, Dawn. Thank you so much. Dawn, thank you, Catherine. So if I go to my results, Dawn, thank you, Sandrita. My results, here I have the results of this activity. I have 7 students. I want to click on the results and I have the results there. Aha, Yvonne goes in first position. Yes, Catherine, Luis Enrique, Magnolia, Sandra, Paola, and Catherine B. Oh, there are 2 Catherines in class, Catherine S and Catherine B. Here we have the results by student. Also the correct and incorrect. So this is very useful, right, guys? What do you think? It's really useful to have these results. So we can have this when we do a quiz, of course, right? A quiz, a beautiful quiz. Yes, it's great, Catherine. Now, we can create, and I was thinking on creating a spinning a wheel activity like with make versus do, but with questions. Here we can add questions. Thank you, Candy. I asked ChatGPT to create questions using these collocations. So I have the questions here. So I'm gonna check if I copy paste the questions on the wheel. Yes. Look, here I have 10 questions. And the questions also, it can generate sound. Female, no, male now.
Can you make a suggestion for a good movie to watch?
So I can generate sound, right, for all of the questions. But now I want my wheel. This is my wheel. I want a wheel of the Wild West. Okay, so let's start. We can do some speaking here. Spin it. Okay, this question goes for Carlitos. Carlitos Lopez, tell us please, when do you usually make decisions about your weekend plans?
Especially on Fridays.
Oh yes, because Friday is near the weekend. Very good. So once this is answered, I will eliminate this option. And now I have a new wheel, and now I'm gonna spin it. This question is for Rolando. Rolando, what do you like to do when you have free time?
What was that? What do you like to do when you have free time? Oh, I love listening to music because it makes me feel relaxed. Yes, that's what I do.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Very good answer. Thank you, honey. Let's eliminate this one now. Let's spin it. Who wants to speak? Oh, Magnolia, you can answer me this. Oh no, but this one, can you do me a favor and lend me a book?
Okay, can you do me a favor and lend me a book? Yes, of course. I can let you, for example, Sherlock Holmes.
Great. I love it.
Yes, me too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mystery. Thank you. Okay, guys. So this activity, yes, could be used to break the ice, like an icebreaker in a class. So I think it's really useful. It's very nice. Okay, guys. So this is word wall. And I invite you to explore, in case you have not done it yet, explore the other ones, because there are many other activities. Now I cannot create anything because it says that I have already used my four options. So I have to create now a new account. Now I'm gonna have 3 accounts to create more word wall activities.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can we use the spin the wheel without internet?
Oh no, hon, you need internet.
Okay, because to use it in class, how can we use it in class?
Oh, just like I did, sharing your screen. You share your screen. Oh, you did in a
Okay, but
computer. You need a computer in the class. Yeah,
Okay.
you need a computer in the class. Yes, computer and projector, no? Or in online classes, no problem. But if it's a face-to-face class, you need a computer and a projector, no? To project
Right.
the wheel. Okay, guys, I'm gonna close this, okay? I'm gonna close it, my word wall. And now I'm gonna enter and see live worksheets. I have my account. Do you have an account, guys, on live worksheets?
No, yet, sorry.
Oh, Carlitos Lopez, why not?
Tomorrow, the first time.
But you will open your account, promise.
I promise.
Okay, good. So, live worksheets has options for what the name says, worksheets, right? Worksheets to work in class. It has a lot of options. When you click here, worksheets, you see that other teachers have already created thousands and thousands of worksheets. So you can just search here and you will find. And the good thing is that you can use what other teachers created, no problem, without problem. Here, for example, look, there is one of the present simple. So you can use it because the teacher, this teacher, Anna Mizdela, she created this and she put it for free. So you can create this. You can add it to your workbooks and you can use it. Look, simple past, past simple, first conditional, second conditional. Oh my God, you have a lot of things here, guys. They're really, really good, really useful. Thank you, these teachers that created. But sometimes it happens that you want to create your own worksheet, right? You want to do it because you want to do it yourself. So in that case, you go to My Worksheets. And as you can see, I have nothing. I have eliminated my worksheets. To create a worksheet here, first, you need to have the PDF, right? You need to have one PDF in your computer already, right? You need to have a PDF in your computer, remember. So I already have two PDFs. I'm gonna add worksheet here. I'm gonna add worksheet here. And it says here, add media. And I'm going to select my file. It's on my computer. Okay, I go to session 2, and here I have my worksheets, you see? Worksheet test 1, worksheet test 2, and worksheet test 3. First, I created a Word document, and then I transformed it to a PDF. So I have my PDF here, and I open it. And then I save. And I insert. Okay, this is my PDF. Then you have to complete this information. The name, this is vocabulary. I think this is past simple versus past continuous. It's past simple versus past continuous. The language is English. Oh, oops. The subject is also English. The main content is grammar. The level is an A2 level. Now, do I want my students to download as a PDF? You select yes or no. Okay, I'm gonna click yes. The age is for, well, it's for, actually it's for, let's say, okay, teenagers. Let's say everyone. Here you can write summary of the content if you want. And here you can make it private or public. If you make it private, it's only gonna be for you. But if you make it public, other teachers will be able to use the worksheets. I'm gonna make it public. And this is important, guys. They say here that the PDFs that you upload here, they have to be of your own creation. They don't want PDFs from other, I don't know, teachers, and then you put it here and you say, no, it's mine. No, they say no, because that violates the term of use. So it has to be your creation, right? Now we click on Save and Edit Elements. Okay. This is my worksheet. This is the one I created. This is the part, guys, where magic happens. In this exercise, students have to complete this sentence, yes, using the past simple or the past progressive forms of the verbs in parentheses. Students have to write. So we have to click here, text field, this option, because students here have to write. So I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna put it here. So what is the answer here, guys? My mom,
Oops.
But it's in past. Past simple or past progressive?
Past progress.
Past progressive, right?
Yes.
So what is the answer? My mom
Was
cooking.
when she
Yes.
heard
Was cooking.
Was cooking.
was
Yes.
cooking.
Excellent. So I have to put that answer here. I have to put it, I click on the pencil and I have to put was cooking because this is the correct answer. There's no other possibility. That's the only answer that the students can write, right? Was cooking. Now, maybe you can choose if the letters are going to be big or small, Arial or other kinds of font, the background color. Yes, you can choose this and customize the text as you like. But I like this one, so I'm gonna keep it there. Okay, so it was cooking the answer. This is the only answer that the students can write. No other answer is possible. And here, again, text field, the answer is
Heard.
heard. Right, so I have to write the answer here. Heard. Be careful with the spelling because if you misspell, then it's gonna be wrong. Yes, be careful. You have to write it very well. Heard. Okay, safe. Now I have two answers here. Now the same here. B and C. Yes, I'm gonna do the same. My teacher
Was
Explaining.
yes.
Explain.
Was explaining the vocabulary when the principal
Entered.
entered, right? So it says here, entered. Entered. And finally, letter C, I
Sent. I was sending.
yes, that's it. Yes, thank you. Is I was standing. Okay, now I have the first one. This is number one. In number two says choose the correct alternative to complete these sentences. So if we want our students to choose, we have to click here, single choice in this part, because now in this part, students have to choose. So we have to put here options. Now, what options? Don't worry. I have the options ready on my computer. I already have them because I have to know what students are going to choose. Yes, and for example, for number one, the options are was making phone calls or made phone calls. What is the option? Okay, so I'm gonna click on the pencil and I'm gonna put the options. This is one option, was making phone calls. That's one option. And the other option is made phone calls. Past continuous or past simple. What is the correct answer? This is the correct answer.
Continuous.
The past continuous is the correct answer, right? This one. So I'm gonna save. This is the correct answer. And now I'm gonna do the same here. I have to click here and I have to. Yes, again, here I have my answers. Is when I saw her or when I was seeing her. Pencil is saw or is was seen. What's the correct option? The correct option is
So.
saw. So I'm gonna say, okay, I have here this. And then I have to do the same for everything. Yes, I have to do the same for everything. I need to have my options ready. Right? I need to have the options ready. You need to have them on a piece of paper or somewhere. My sister, this is my sister, right? My sister was having breakfast or my sister had breakfast. The answer is was having breakfast. Save. And then again, I have the other one here. Like here, the options are received or was receiving. I click on the pencil.
Receive.
Received or was receiving. Received, right?
Receive.
Received. Okay. And then we have the last one here. I'm gonna click on the pencil and my options are did or was doing.
Was doing. Was doing.
Right? Was doing. Okay, this is the correct answer. Okay, I have my little test ready. So I'm gonna save and view. Okay, we can save and view how it looks. Looks good. So you can check here if it's correct. My mom was cooking when she heard my teacher was explaining when the principal entered. I was sending. Then Sonia was making when I saw her. Was having breakfast when she received, and I was doing. Okay. Finish. Let's check the answers. Yeah, if everything is correct, it's because my quiz is correct, right? Okay. So my quiz is good. Now, this is the elements. You can also custom the link. Right? I have some comments in the chat, sorry. Oh, yes, I have the answers. How you customize your link? Here, custom link. This is the link to this activity. But for example, you can choose how your students are going to see or what your students are going to see when they finish. They can check their answers or send the answers to the teacher or ask students to choose whether they want to check their answers or send the answers to the teacher. I select they have to send the answers to the teacher. And then I'm going to require a student's name, but the level, I am going to put it myself, right? Because it's not necessary that students, that the students complete this. I am going to complete it myself. The students only have to write the name, no more, only the name. Then I'm going to set a limit time. I'm going to give them only 10 minutes to do it. No more, okay? 10 minutes. The grading options, okay, decimals is correct. And the maximum is going to be 20 because in Peru, no, the exams go from 0 to 20. So 20 is okay. Show errors. Okay, yes. Ignore capital letters, yes. Okay, now that I customized my link, I can copy this link and send it to my students.
Well, now we are using not numbers, we are using letters.
Oh, you're using letters at school, right? Ah, but here we don't have options of letters, I think. Oh, yes, we have, no. No. We have this one, then don't show grades. We only have grades with decimals, without decimals, and don't show grades. You just have these options. Yeah. That's a good point, honey, a good point. Well, now that I customized, copy link, and I can share it with you. And then you can tell me, if you click on the link, guys, can you tell me, please, if you have access to the worksheet? Do you have access to it? And confirm, please. Yes, teacher, I have access.
Yes, I do.
Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Great. Great, thank you. Great, great. Okay, so this is my first worksheet. It's my first, right? My worksheet, my, because I did it myself and I share it. Now, I'm gonna add one more. We have 5 minutes, so I'm gonna add one more worksheet, okay? Another one. This is my second worksheet. Remember that you have options for 30 worksheets. I'm gonna open this one. I'm gonna save it. This is my second worksheet, okay? What happened? This one, yes. Okay, here I have the other one. Again, the name, I'm going to put vocabulary. Language is English. Again, you have to complete information, right? Language is English again. Main content, I'm going to put vocabulary. No. Okay, yes. From 10 to 18 plus. Okay, I'm going to put it public. Yeah. Oh, I have to complete this. Oh, A2. Okay. Let's save and edit elements. PDF download file is required. Oh my, yes. I click on yes. Why are you now? Okay. Here in this part, I have a different kind of exercise. You see, different, they're different. Here, students have to check the correct adverb from the adjective, form of the adjectives. Okay, so here I'm going to choose the check boxes. The check. Okay, students have to select the correct one. So for example, he's running happily or he's running happy. What's the correct option? Happily or happy?
Happy.
It's happily. Happily. Yes, it's the adverb. The adverb is the answer, not the adjective, because this adverb is describing an action. Right? So when we describe an action, we use adverbs, no adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns. Yes, adverb modified a verb. So this is the correct answer. So I'm going to check that this is a good answer. Okay? And this one is the wrong answer. Wrong answer. Okay, like this. And now the same, I will do the same for number 2. He's cooking good or he's cooking well?
Well.
Well, so I'm going to duplicate this one so I don't have to do it again. This is the correct answer. And good is the wrong answer. Right? Is the wrong answer. She's a quiet girl or she's a quietly girl?
Quietly.
Quiet.
Quiet because you're
Quiet.
describing, in this case, a noun, right? So this is the correct answer here. And this is the... Oh, sorry. This is the wrong answer here. Okay. She looks angrily or she looks angry?
Angry.
Angry.
Angry. So here it's wrong. And finally, she's singing beautifully or she's singing beautiful?
Beautifully.
Beautifully.
Beautifully. You're describing an action. So for actions, I use adverbs. Adverbs modify verbs. Great. Okay. So there you go. I have my first activity. In the second, I'm telling them to drag and drop the verb in the correct sentence. So for this last part, I'm going to use the drag activity here. This is my drag element. This is drag. And I have to give it a number. Number 1, for example. This is number 1, okay? And then again, I have drag, and this is going to be drag number 2. Okay, so I'm going to click on the pencil and I put number 2. This is my drag number 2. And then I have my drag. The next one is going to be my drag number 3. This is my drag number 3. Then my next drag is going to be the drag number 4. Number 4. And the last one is going to be my drag number 5. Drag number 5. Okay. Now I have my drags, my drops. This is my first drop. This drop, the letter A, what is the correct answer, guys, for letter A? Do you want to children in the future?
Have.
Have. Have is number
Have.
2, right? Have is number 2. So I have to click here and put number 2 because that's the right answer. This is my drop number 2. So this drag drops here. You see 2 and 2. So next one, what about the next one? I don't want to. 2, 2, 2. What's the answer here? What number? Lose touch.
Lose.
Yes, lose. So this is my drop here. Drag one, drop one. My next drop, tell me the number, guys. What's the answer?
4.
4. To get married. So I have to put number 4.
Get
Then we
married.
have, I drop number in letter D.
3.
Live. 3. Live.
Number 3. Live together. And the last one is number
5. Go.
Go
5. Go, right? Go shopping. Go and 6. Okay. Now I have to put this here, okay? I just put them there because I wanted you to see the verbs, but they have to be here in a very good position there. Now I'm gonna say from you one more time, and I'm gonna check if it's correct. Okay, I'm gonna click. He's running happily. He's cooking well. She's a quiet girl. She looks angry. She's singing beautifully. Now here, drag and drop. Do you want to have, I don't want to lose? What's the main reason to get? Don't leave and go. Now I'm gonna finish and check my answers. Oh, something is wrong. Go shopping here.
Because there you put the word in
I put
zero
go.
number. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So I have to edit. Thank you. See, it's important to check. Yeah. Thank you. It's important to check because sometimes we have lapsus brutus and we make this kind of mistakes. Thank you, honey. It was wrong. Now it's correct. Yes, now we can check it very quickly, very quickly. Only this part. So very quickly. Only this part. And let's finish. Check my answers. Yeah, now it's correct. All right, guys. Now that we have everything ready, let's customize the link one more time. We can customize here. We have the grade level is A2. The subject is English. So students don't have to complete this information. I'm gonna set again the time that is just 10 minutes. My grading options is 20 points for my students. And the max, the time is 10 minutes. The grading option, the maximum score is 20. Okay, now it's ready. I can copy the link and send it to my students. There you have. Guys, can you click and tell me if you have access to it? Can you click and confirm?
Yes.
Yes?
Sí.
Yay, great, guys. Thank you so much. And today we completed these 2 activities. Okay, all right, guys, we are just on time to go to the conclusions. Can you help me read the conclusions? Anyone, please? Anyone to help me read the conclusions?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay, who can help me?
May I?
Okay, yes, please, go ahead.
Yeah. Conclusions. Number 1, we can use these tools to create interactive activities and tests. Number 2, both tools can help us develop our students' vocabulary and grammar. Number 3, both tools can be used mainly for lower thinking skill activities. Number 4, both tools have limitations. Number 5, when we decide to use a digital tool, we should know our objective and why we are using it.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. My dear students, you have homework for this weekend, all right? Here in the classroom, It says live worksheets activity 1 and word wall activity. Yeah, these two. First, for this activity, you have to create a word wall. Okay, a word wall activity. You decide a quiz, a wheel, you decide. The vocabulary is on this book. It's well-being adjectives. Here you see the vocabulary. You create your word wall activity and you send me the link. All right? But don't send me the link as a message. Send me the link here in the homework. The other live worksheet is also to create a worksheet like I did, the same way I did, and you use this PDF. The PDF I am giving you. Yes, you don't have to create a PDF. No, not necessary. You have the PDF there ready. So you download the PDF, you upload it to live worksheets, and you edit, and you send me the link. All right? Is that okay? Clear?
Yes. Yes, teacher.
Clear?
Yes,
All right,
I have a
perfect.
question.
Sorry?
Just a moment, please. So,
Yes, tell me. Question? Oh, okay. Oh, Patricia, I'm so sorry you don't have access to Google Classroom. Sorry? Oh, I don't hear. I'm sorry, I don't hear the question. All right. Okay, guys. So that's your homework for the weekend. You have until Sunday. All right. Thank you for this class, everybody, guys. Thanks for your participation.
Thank you so much, teacher.
It's been a pleasure to be with you. Have a very good week. All right. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye. See you around.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a nice week, you too, Catherine. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Miss. Gisela.
Bye.
Thank
See
you a lot.
you.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye. Thank you. See you guys. See you around. See you around.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you. Bye.
Miss, sorry, el link de asistencia.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't have that link. I think there is Anthony Gomez. I think you have the link for the attendance.
Buenas noches a todos. Sí, el link de existencia se compartió por el grupo de WhatsApp hace 10 minutos. Pueden encontrarlo por ahí.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you.
So it's on WhatsApp then. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Bye. See you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.